Hey guys, alright, we're going to be doing a walk on 3rd Avenue on St. Patrick's Day, and we are going to start it right in front of Three Jolly Pigeons. See, they got the Irish flag blowing in the wind. It is a pretty windy day today, by the way. But yes, today is St. Patrick's Day. So we're going to do some walking on 3rd Avenue. Maybe we'll cross over. We'll go back and forth. So one thing, if you notice, people dress like it's the middle of January. That is because it feels like it's the middle of January. It's only 40 degrees today. Next 2 days are going to be the coldest days in March. 40 today, and hopefully we reach 40 tomorrow. It is late afternoon. It's around 4:30, 5 o'clock right now. See, Lowen's Pharmacy is still there. Hard to see in the sunlight. So yeah, we'll be walking by a number of pubs, bars, and all that other good stuff. Today is the day that all the places that serve alcohol want to make money. Kind of like Black Friday for restaurants and pubs. Although today is Tuesday, it is a Tuesday, March 17th. All right, we got a fire truck. He's right there. He's coming right there. There he goes. Maybe they're heading over to Salty Dog for some drinks. We're going to be over there in a few moments. That's over on Bay Ridge Parkway. It is also a windy day today, so it really makes it feel like the temperature is under 40. I had to pull out my winter jacket. Yes, I had to pull it out. It always happens every year, man. I put my winter coats away, and then there's that one day. It's always around... I have to tell you, tomorrow is my birthday, so my birthday is always cold. I can't remember what it was last year, but there was a period of years back in the early 2000s where it snowed 4 years in a row on my birthday. Nothing anything considerable though. It was like wet snow. I'm actually going to get back across the street. We'll just we'll go back and forth. You can see some people are sporting the green. I am not sporting green. I really don't have anything like green I could wear like on my, I guess, outer shell. Like my jackets are not green. I don't own a pair of green pants. God forbid. Eesh. Green pants. I've seen people wear green pants. Green is my favorite color, by the way, but that doesn't mean I like green pants. I mean, just because you like tomato sauce, you don't throw it on your ice cream, right? Same thing with green. You don't just throw it on anything because you like it. There's a lot of alcohol in there. That's a wine store. McGovern's. The Indian restaurant across the street, Taj Mahal. Anthony's Butcher and Deli. Corner of 74th. 74th and 3rd. All right, here we are, Bay Ridge Parkway. I got the light, that's a good thing. Here you go, Salty Dog, right here. Right off of the corner here. I'm sure this place will be packed tonight. They got a band in there. You could hear it. On warm days, when we have a warm St. Patrick's, they have the garage door open. Looks like a nice calm day on 3rd Avenue today so far. Tonight it'll probably get interesting. So there's a couple of places over here where you could get some drinks. You got Greenhouse Cafe in front of me. We're gonna pass that in a second. Over there you got, very hard to see with the sunlight in the camera, but that's the Harp over there. They got some Irish music going, some flags. You got the B4 right here on 78th Street. That is a route, in case you're wondering. As a matter of fact, that's a bus stop right on the corner over there that we just walked by. You got the Poorhouse here on the corner. All the places look all shuttered up because it is cold out.
Okay, see, they left. Go.
I think what we're going to do is we're going to cross back over for a few blocks. I don't know what that was all about. Bagel Boy. Never had their bagels, so I'm sure they're good. Most bagel places in Brooklyn are pretty decent, pretty good. I do have a criticism though. I remember back in the day they had Tasty Bagels over on 17th Avenue. I didn't like those bagels for two reasons. The main reason was they were tiny, man. They were like donuts. They were small. And they didn't taste that great. And they were expensive for the size. That's what actually had me start going to over to Park Bagels on 14th. The bagels over at Park Bagels, pretty good. Pretty big, pretty filling. They have a lot of stuff they'll throw on the bagel for you. No, thank you. Kid's trying to sell me candy. What do you want to do? Give me cavities? Speaking of cavities, I've had one cavity in my entire life. When I was a kid, I used to eat a lot of candy. There you go. I used to watch those Cavity Creeps commercials. Remember the Cavity Creeps commercials on Saturday cartoons, in between the cartoon commercials? Thought I would have learned something. We are on 83rd Street, and we're gonna probably, we might, that's a cute baby. We might, yeah, we'll cross over. We'll walk by Cafe. And we're gonna walk all the way, we're gonna walk to the ends of 3rd Avenue. You can see the bridge out there. That's where we're gonna walk over to Shore Road. The last pub we will walk by will be Kitty's. And then we will end it on Shore Road. Here's the antique shop. I always love walking by this place. It's a fine art place. I shouldn't call it an antique shop. I call it an antique shop because I see that bike in the window, but it's actually a fine art place. Probably pick up a Van Gogh out of there.
It's easy. We have a system. I already want. You see the way I went to take a piss, nigga? Yeah. You see how? Look. I opened the door. I stepped out. I hit a right, and I had another right.
If it looks like I'm walking slow, that is because I am walking slow. It's this walk from, I think we started around 67th Street. It's not really it's not a really long walk. If I were to walk fast, we'd be done much quicker. So kind of slow on this one. Coming up on 86th Street right now. See that wind, man. 86th Street. I'm gonna cross over. We're gonna walk by the Carvel. So you're probably wondering why. Because I want ice cream. No. There was a bad accident over here. It was in the news. You could look it up. There's actually a video of it. I think it was like a cab. I'm not sure if it was a cab or a livery cab, or it was a car. Put it that way. And he went out of control and crashed right into the Carvel. And they renovated it. So we're gonna go see how it looks. We finally fixed it. Here it is right here. It's right next to this red vestibule sticking out. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, it looks nice. And they put like a little guard over there. I don't think that guard's going to do anything. This is all new front. The door, everything. That's all new. Car went through there. This right here is Kettle Black. I've been to this place a bunch of times. This place could get rowdy, by the way. Let's just say that. I've witnessed enough fights in that place. That could be a rowdy bar sometimes. Cebu. At least that's how I pronounce it. It just smells like steak and chops. Steak and chops it smells like over here. That's because we are about to pass Chadwick's. Chadwick's is one of the more expensive places you're going to eat on 3rd Avenue. There goes Bridgeview Diner, one of the very few remaining diners in Brooklyn. It's that sign under new ownership that you see up there. That's been up there since last year. So we are walking on 3rd Avenue on St. Patrick's Day. Looks very relaxed out here. You hear the birds, or either they're having a conversation or they're arguing with each other. I don't know. The cupcake shop. You know, I was talking about, I took my winter coat out. And just a couple of weeks ago, maybe even a week ago, I think it was a week ago, but a couple of weeks ago at least, we were wearing shorts and t-shirts. Here goes Nino's Pizza. This is where I go if I want a pepperoni cup pizza. Which, by the way, is very unhealthy. I only get it maybe once or twice a year. It is so good, though. Those big pepperoni cups with the oil in them, it's just really bad to eat that. I mean, twice a year is enough. We are on 93rd Street coming up. I think we got like two more big bars coming up. Bars, pubs. You got the Wicked Monk. That is the next one I believe we're gonna hit. Right after the supermarket. Or the Walgreens, or whatever they got down here. Ah, yes, this is the Walgreens I was just talking about. I knew there was a Walgreens, and then there's a supermarket. And then we'll see the Wicked Monk. Actually, Wicked Monk's right here, by the way. Supermarket's down there. I always get them mixed up. Walgreens, Wicked Monk, then the supermarket. Another place that will be packed, probably it's already packed. A lot of these places are probably packed already, but it's hard to tell with all the windows closed and the doors closed. But I'm looking in, you can see people sitting right there by the window. And then here's the Met supermarket over here. And then we got one more place we got to pass. One more popular pub that is been around a long time and is very popular with people that like to order a Guinness. That's actually my choice. My choice is always a Guinness. That's further down. It's on the next block across the street. And then from there we will just walk the rest of the way down to Shore Road. I'm gonna have to cross over here. It's always tricky to cross over here because there's no traffic lights, and these cars like to just fly down 3rd Avenue. Oh, they got an opening. Look at that, perfect. Here goes the bridge. This will be the last pub we are going to pass on St. Patrick's Day. A day right before my birthday. It's always very easy to get drinks on my birthday, because what I used to do back in the day is we used to just go out on St. Patrick's, and then at night when, you know, the clock hit midnight, then becomes March 18th. Give you guys a nice look of the storefront from out on the street. Here you go. But as I was saying, we used to, the one problem was if you go out for St. Patrick's Day, then the next day nobody wanted to go out for my birthday because everyone was hungover from the day before. So I devised this idea. I was like, well, listen, you know, if we're out and we're drinking and wherever we are and it hits midnight, it's technically my birthday. So you get both days in. Works out perfectly. We are getting close to the coast. It is going to get really windy for the last part of this walk. Tomorrow in about 6 hours from now? 6-7 hours from now, I will officially turn 52. I say officially because whenever we have New Year's, that's when I really count it, because my birthday is so close to New Year's that it's like, what, 2.5 months? You know? January, February, and then a couple weeks into March. So I generally tend to think of the new year as another year for me. But yeah, officially 52 years. And I don't feel a day over 21. I really don't. It's kind of weird. I'm still waiting for all these old age problems to hit me. My friend said, don't worry, when you turn 62, that's like 10 years from now. He said, when you turn 62, don't worry. It don't matter. That's the age for everyone. He said, whether you're in good health or bad health, it don't matter. You hit 62, you're going to know it. So we'll see. We'll see if he's right about that. That's another 10 years away. That's God willing that I make it. Right? You never know. You never know these days of people dropping like flies. Well, there's the bridge. We're going to end it right on Shore Road there. I want to thank everybody for tagging along on this St. Patrick's Day. On this cold St. Patrick's Day, 40 degrees. I didn't tell you guys, but there is a wind chill. Wind chill is 35, in case you're wondering. 35 degrees. And you can see the whole bridge because there's no leaves on any of the trees yet. But you got a good view of the whole entire bridge right here. Here we go. I'm going to turn here. And I guess what we'll do is I will stop recording over on 4th Avenue. Looks like the lawns are getting a little green, huh? First signs of spring. Spring officially starts on Friday. You know, you got those people who like to give the exact moment it starts. I think it's like 10:30 a.m. on Friday, which is the 20th. Of course, traditionally, everyone likes to say that this spring starts on the 21st. But I guess we could compromise and say that this weekend is going to be the end of winter. There is a strange car alarm going off while the guy's driving. Alright guys, so I'm going to end it right here on the corner of 4th and Shore Road with another view of the bridge. I hope you guys have a great day. And that is the car with the weird alarm going off. I will catch you guys on the next walk, alright? So take care and bye-bye.